What is up, dreamers? Welcome back to some more Mobius Double F. In this one, we're going to talk about the Mythic Knight banner that's going on right now. We got a Mythic Knight, Mythic Sage, Mythic Ninja, all having their banners right now. What's interesting about these jobs are they're ancient jobs. They came out relatively early in the game, and they are back at a good time because their Hall of Fame has come out. So, obviously these jobs are a little bit underwhelming, very subpar without the Hall of Fames, but let's look at the Hall of Fame buffs, since we got actually all the Hall of Fames that dropped all at once. So, big shout out to Death Rose here, of the Mobius FF Discord, for bringing this information to us all. But basically we're going to go over all three of the jobs one by one, and I'll kind of give you my recommendations. Now, you do have to kind of realize that these jobs, people used to say pull these jobs were the bomb for their weapons, but nowadays you might be able to have a better alternative weapon. Mythic Ninja, for instance, has a kind of damage, and all the Mythic jobs have like the same kind of painful break damage type weapon that is really nice, but for say Rangers, I think I would rather the Zorlin shape that Thief of Tantalus gives you. I think it's a much better weapon. For mages, my issue with the mages, like, if you don't have a Mythic Sage, if you don't have this weapon already, it's hard for me to tell you to get this job and to boost this weapon, because there's Maya jobs now that are doing... Basically, Maya is like the new mage of the game to me, and she's way stronger than the Warrior of Light, it seems like. I couldn't tell you to get the mage. I couldn't tell you to go for the mage weapon. The Mythic Knight does have a nice painful break weapon, but honestly, I think the Gunblade is just a little bit better if you have a lot of warrior type jobs. If you've got some options, then elemental and elemental weakness damage. Having extra elemental weakness damage is always better. But if you're a new player or something, these could be decent. Although I would tell you honestly, as far as like banner goes, I would say not to summon on this banner. Honestly, I feel like this is coming, for me personally, and you guys can let me know what you feel down below in the comments. But for me personally, I don't feel like we got these jobs at a good time. With all the content that's getting rushed at us right now, I think the power creep is going to be a little bit too real for these jobs to even meaningfully keep up. That being said, I will do all these Hall of Fames individually and do some individual reviews so we can get some more and better data for you guys talking about these jobs. I'm currently working on the Mythic Ninja one, but I would say save your resources. If you're thinking about pulling on this banner, definitely save your resources. It's not really worth it. And to get the job to a viable level, not only is it going to be a lot of skill seeds and crystals, but you're going to have to do at least part of the Hall of Fame map in order to really get these buffs. But let's look at these buffs. Mythic Knight will get 50%. All the jobs get 50% base stats. 50% base stats. Ult Charger plus 2. Painful Break plus 150. And then Earth plus 140%. This actually does put him comparable to Soldier First Class. But just like Death Row says, only when the enemy's broken is he going to do nearly as much earth damage. The other thing about the Soldier First Class, the other thing about Soldier First Class versus Mythic Knight is Soldier First Class can use Ranger and Warrior type cards, where Mythic Knight can only use Warrior type cards, so you couldn't even use something like Ragnarok on Mythic Knight, which is currently the best earth damage card, so... I don't know. I mean, for like cross slash users, yeah, dude, Mythic Knight all the way. Especially with that painful break. I do think he'll be a decent attacker. I don't think he's going to be top tier. Mythic Sage with base stats plus 50%. I'm guessing he's going to have a ton of magic. So I think that's really cool. The Rainbow Starter +2 is actually really dope too, because that kind of makes him more like a Maya job, where you, like, say you had Aerith or something, you would only need one Aerith, but having 2 extra guaranteed Rainbow Starters is really, really nice. Painful Break plus 150% also. Well, then you get a Tune Chain plus 70, which ain't too bad, honestly. I mean, I'll take it. 70% is really not to be scoffed at, honestly. I mean, that means if you're spamming abilities, you're going to do a lot of extra damage, so that's good. And then moving on to Mythic Ninja. Base stats plus 50%, Piercing Break plus 100, Painful Break plus 150, Weakness Damage plus 130. So I think Mythic Ninja is going to be the worst out of the triple, out of the 3. I think Mythic Ninja will be the worst, honestly, because the Piercing Break is really low. This job, honestly, stats wise, it is about the same as regular Ninja. So not much better. And then the other thing is he's just got this like hybrid type build going on for him with his auto abilities there, with the Painful Break and the Weakness Damage. That's really more for damage, so it's not going to help you break as much. 100% Piercing Break is exactly as much break as Dragoon Hall of Fame has, and Master Monk and Ninja. The problem is those jobs are quickly fading out of existence. They're fading out of the meta because of Saz is the best breaker in global right now. Catsuit is actually a little bit better than Ninja, and the other jobs I had mentioned before. So, oh, and the other thing is this month, I mean later in a few weeks, we're gonna have Sarah jobs who are basically gonna be the next step in breakers. So I think Mythic Ninja is definitely the weakest one here, and it's just a shame the timing that we're getting Mythic Ninja. It's just I don't think we're ever gonna see this job. I definitely don't see using him as a breaker. I do think that we might see some Mythic Knights, Mythic Sages. I think their setups are a little bit better as far as being able to do damage, because if you go into MP as an attacker or something, you're gonna be fine with that extra Painful Break. But I don't think you're gonna. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I just don't think 100% Piercing Break is enough all on its own. Well, I mean those are just my thoughts, though. I'm just giving y'all my 2 cents, just in case anybody was wondering or needed some guidance on whether or not to pull on this banner or not. Let me know if you guys are pulling on the banner, or what the next banner you're pulling on is. We've got some more exciting stuff coming in Mobius FF very, very soon, so I'll definitely be back. Leave me that thumbs up, share this video, subscribe if this thing helped you out, man. I really hope it did. We'll definitely be doing some more guides, more tips, videos very soon in the future. If you have any requests, you can always leave those down below too. You're always invited to the Dreamer Society Discord, and make sure you follow me over on Twitch. I'm leaving links to all that stuff in the description down below. So take care of yourselves, you guys. Take it easy. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you later.